So recently, as a lot of my regular viewers know, I made a adapter that goes on anything with a fork, be it a forklift, a set of pallet forks on a tractor like what I've got or whatever, and it slips over that and it lets you pick up trailers and the like with it. And you know, it was okay, it was fun at first, but I got to thinking and I thought, you know, openly and objectionably about this, and I realized I wasn't quite happy with it. I thought about the design and I said to myself, I can make this better. This is my first time trying this. And yes, that's why I gave it the heavier axle. I really like this trailer. I haven't used it all that often, but when I do, it works out. We're in. We got it. All right, cool. Got goats running everywhere. We got this trailer. Now obviously the pintle hitch is still open. I would never go on the road or anything like that with it, but just around the yard, especially because it's got that trailer ball versus an actual conventional pintle hitch, should be fine. Oh, this is wonderful. All right, let's say we're backing this thing into the shop. And so you can see, I can see exactly where everything's going. I've got all the maneuverability that I could ever want. Pop this thing in forwards. Like but human, we climb on that. So even now trying to go around the backhoe, it's really, really easy because I've got all the control, all the leverage in the world here. This is nice. Well, you get the point. I don't actually have to back it in here. One of the other big advantages of this design is the much tighter turning radius, at least in theory. Let's see how tight we can actually get this thing. There's 90 degrees. A little over 90 degrees before it hits the side. That's friggin' awesome, man. I mean, with that amount of turning ability, don't want to bottom out that jack where this gravel kind of peaks. With that amount of turning ability, you know, I could maneuver this thing into any building or, you know, anything around here that I would have to. It's really nice if you're trying to like park stuff in a row like those barbecues over there, for example. So now I've gotten to try this out, and it definitely meets my expectations. I really, really like the way this turned out. I like all the versatility that I have with it. You know, we tried that with a pintle hitch trailer. Obviously, anything with a 2-inch ball is the same, or I guess 2 5/16, so we'll rest over here for just moving around the yard. But again, I wouldn't go on the road with that, but I'll probably never go on the road with this period, so it's kind of a moot point. Now, one thing I'll add is the weak point in any kind of design like this is usually the strap that you use. This little, I don't know, like 1.5 inch or whatever nylon strap You know, it's fine for smaller trailers here and there, but if I was building one of these, planning to move some to weigh like, you know, like that big green one, like 3,000 plus pounds empty, I could replace this with a chain and run it through here, just depending on, you know, how strong your forks are, how strong your frame is, and how strong your loader is. With a design like this really isn't the weak point. I really think something like this would break if I really wanted to push this really hard and just lift the most obscene trailers with it ever. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way this turned out. You know, I feel like the added pintle hitch capability is huge. This thing is kind of heavy. I think it weighs, honestly, it's not as bad as you'd think, probably about 50 pounds or so. It's pretty easily doable, but you know, it does take a little bit of effort. The way I have it designed, it's pretty simple. As everybody saw before, we got these two things which go over the fork. These which basically just hold this interval here and provide an attachment point for this weld-on D-ring that I use. This up here, yeah, you can see my hardware doesn't quite match. I used stuff I had on hand. We got this piece of 3/8 cold rolled flat bar stock here. I bought this as a drop and mag drilled some holes here for the pintle thing. And really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If so, please consider rating and subscribing for more, and I'll see you next time.